49ers, cryo. Everybody surprised me and see you there, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. So you surprised me and see you there, Kirby. You supposed to be in that thing. You heard?
Mount Rainier in the distance. There are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle.
Let's get it.
This
Let's go, Vikes.
we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they go play action here. Mon. He'll find Smith-Marsette complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. 2nd and 9. Now Mon. He'll dump this off to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That good for 19 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mon. He finds his man complete. That's Oliver. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Wilson able to hook up with Eskridge. First down, Seattle. They go play action with Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Play action. Now Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Madison. Powers through him. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, look to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mond looks to throw. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mond out of the shotgun. This is caught. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Hunter Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
14, running.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikingsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Mond. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Cook. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Mond on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll go with a keeper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mond. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jordan Brooks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Mond. They're going for it. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now?
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Hawkins. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw is Wilson. And this will be swung out here for counter. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands. And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah. Mike's 54.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try the left side. It's Hawkins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Christian Barmore coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, Oliver. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Quick throw here to Hilton. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Oliver. Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On the run, it's Oliver. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From the 27, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hawkins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because They don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Vikings 52, Seahawks 14.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside.